Et salut à tous, on se retrouve aujourd'hui en compagnie de Rufus, un petit peu fatigué, sur Chaos en Deponia. Alors, la dernière fois on avait réussi à faire éclore 3 œufs d'ornithorynques bien sûr, et il nous reste l'œuf d'ornithorynque aquatique. Mais pour le faire éclore, il nous faut, attention, un poisson qui ressemble, je pense, assez à un poisson tigre. Enfin, je veux dire, c'est un poisson qui est rayé quand même, ou alors c'est un poisson zèbre, ou juste un poisson rayé. C'est peut-être un poisson comme Nemo, un poisson clown. Enfin bref, toujours est-il que c'est un poisson. Et la seule personne capable de nous trouver un poisson qui ressemble à ça, parce que le nôtre il ressemble à un espadon, c'est de donner un super appât spécial attrapeur de baleines fluorescent à notre ami le pêcheur chanceux.
What's that supposed to be? What do you think? My special bait, of course. That really does look like genuine bait. All right, maybe you do know how to fish. You can take a tiger fish.
Cool, du poisson. Mais non!
Hey, stand still. Are you serious? You can't even catch a fish that's already on land?
I didn't want it. It was suffering from epilepsy.
Yeah, whatever. Keep your bait until you really want to fish. Otherwise, beat it.
Ok, le poisson, il est parti. Il était un petit peu trop vigoureux. Donc, on fait ce qu'on peut.
He wants his peace and quiet. He can have it.
Allez, on lui remonte notre appât.
What's that supposed to be?
What do you think? My special bait, of course.
That really does look like genuine bait. All right, maybe you do know how to fish. You can take a tiger fish.
Là, on a des médicaments périmés. Et du coup, est-ce qu'ils sont plus efficaces, moins efficaces? Ça me fait penser, il y a pas longtemps, j'ai vu une image. Je sais pas si Rufus va parler là.
Got it.
Ouais.
Congratulations, Mr. Fisherman. Now give me the bait.
Mais tiens, prends-le.
I don't know. It's a pretty tiny fish and really big bait. All right. Anything to shut you up.
Ok. Où on se disait, mais du poison, si ça arrive au terme de la date de validité en quelque sorte, est-ce que le poison, s'il est périmé, il est plus dangereux ou moins dangereux? Parce que c'est un poisson, son but c'est d'être dangereux. Est-ce que du coup s'il est périmé il l'est moins, ou est-ce que vu que ça est périmé c'est encore pire? Enfin, voilà, petite question. Du coup on a quand même réussi à avoir un œuf d'ornithorynque aquatique, mais on a un poisson tigre qui a l'air complètement mort, hein. Il a l'œil... voilà. C'est un poisson tigre et nous il nous faut un poisson noir et blanc. Donc on retourne vers le port, puis vers la place du marché, et à l'intérieur on continue vers chez Doc, et là on a de la peinture. Donc poisson, peinture. Which?
Voila, a zebrafish.
Un poisson zèbre, bah voilà, c'est un poisson zèbre qu'il nous fallait. Par contre il est mort. Il va falloir le ressusciter. Et avec quoi on ressuscite les gens? Ou les poissons? De l'électricité, bien sûr. Donc, allez, on
Does
allume.
it have juice?
Don't play around with the equipment. If you aren't careful, you can open a wormhole.
Ouais. Allez, on va jouer scientifique fou.
Of course. Ha! I could restore the poor fish to life with a couple of targeted electric shocks. All those hours under Dr. Gizmo's defibrillator are finally paying off. But before I hang a cold zombie fish around my neck, maybe I should first think about why. I don't want to make the same mistake as I did with Tony.
Hihihi.
According to the field guide, water platypuses hatch their... So far, so good.
Ok. Oh, regardez. Il s'appelle Frankenbubule avec œuf. Haha. J'avais pas fait
Of
attention.
course. Ha! I could restore the poor fish to life with a couple of targeted electric shocks. All those hours under Dr. Gizmo's defibrillator are finally paying off.
Rufus, what are you doing out there? Stop that right now. The generator is beginning to overload. The energy flow is off the scale.
Bla bla
Space is
bla.
already beginning to bend.
Just a second. Come on, fish birds. Live! Live!
C'est ridicule.
I did it! It's alive!
Rufus, damn it.
Yeah, okay.
C'est ridicule, mais c'est tellement fun.
Whatever that was. It was extremely cool. But now I should make sure that the fish gets into some water. Otherwise, it won't enjoy its existence as a zombie.
Ok. Bon, on va l'amener dans l'aquarium du papa. Il sera bien content dans un aquarium.
Hey, what's that twitching? Uh-oh, it doesn't look like Frankenfish is doing too well. But now I should make sure that the fish gets into some water.
Ok, de l'eau pour Frankenbubule. Tiens.
Hang on, Frankenfish. Cute, but I should hurry. I have to take him someplace where he can brood in peace.
Oui. Donc, eh ben on va sur la place du marché. Vite, Rufus, vite.
Hey, what's that twitching? Uh-oh, it doesn't look like Frankenfish is doing too well. But now I should make sure that the fish gets into some water.
Oui, 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 je sais. Tiens, reprends un peu d'eau,
Hang on,
Frankenbubule.
Frankenfish.
C'est marrant, en anglais il s'appelle Frankenfish, donc Frankenpoisson. Mais ils l'ont traduit en Frankenbubule. Et franchement, je trouve que c'est vachement plus drôle. Allez, va dans l'eau, Frankenbubule.
Rufus, what are you doing?
Don't try to stop me. I have to save the life of a fish. It was a brief but fulfilling existence.
You worthless idiot! Remove that monster from my aquarium immediately.
Ok.
Come to Papa.
C'est marrant, c'est le même comme papa qui dit à la brosse à dents au début de Deponia. Bon. Wow, ça se remplit ici. Pap, tap, tap. De toute façon, on en est là. Supprimer tous les plats à base d'ornithorynque du menu. Ok, continuez. Il faut qu'on aille mettre cet ornithorynque qui est l'ornithorynque aquatique. Si, je sais où était son nid, celui-ci. Il faut qu'on le remette dans son nid, donc. Et il était là. Donc, hop, on prend l'ornithorynque et on le met. Bah, on va essayer de le jeter dans le nid, je sais pas. Vas-y, Rufus. Et puis, tire pas à côté, hein.
Let's go, my duck-billed friend. There's a nest to guard.
Ah oui, c'est plus simple aussi.
Kinda cute.
Ouais,
Water
c'est sympa.
platypus seems to be no longer on the menu.
Allez, on retourne voir Papounet.
Hey, Dad.
What is it now? Can't you see your old man is busy?
Non, non, non.
I did it. The menu at Chez Schlumpy is platypus free.
Took you long enough. Had to go looking for platypus eggs first, did you?
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the very thought is absolutely hilarious. So will you let me reserve a table now?
No.
No.
No! There's more to a date than fine food and a grand view, Rufus.
No. As in, no?
Yes. You also need to impress the lady with your manners. This is an Elysian we're talking about, right?
I've got burns and blisters, 2 chilblains, and several platypus bites, and you say no?
What about a poem?
Got burns and blisters, that's no lie. You still want more? Don't make me cry.
Not for me, for the lady.
Nah, somehow I can't imagine that poem would please her.
I can see it now. The sunset is magically reflected in the champagne, making the sparkles light up her tresses of gold.
It's more like orangey.
Schlumpy is serving dessert, and then I recite the poem.
You mean I recite the poem?
Yes, of course. You. Well, are you well versed in the lyrical arts?
Sure. well enough to tootle my own horn.
No reason to worry. I happen to be a master poet. I just have to read through a few more volumes of poetry until I find the right verses.
No, Dad, that'll take forever.
Patience is the most prominent feature of a romantic, Rufus. No poem, no table. Got it?
He'd better think again. I've been listening to that doddering old fool long enough. I'm going to solve this problem my own way, a la Rufus, with another truly brilliant move.
C'est marrant, souvent il y a des petites expressions en anglais qui sont françaises, comme à la Rufus ou voilà de tout à l'heure.
I know which words I'll use to impress Goal.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
Too late. Bad punzel, bad punzel. Ringle, wrangle, runzel.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
Your hair is like flowers without the stalks. Fallen angel, let's go for walks.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
C'est drôle ces
A
poèmes.
junk dealer from Porto Fisco once met a nice girl in a disco. He said, "You have class." But she said, "I'll pass." She thought it too much of a risco.
Oh,
You'd better let Daddy do
c'était
this.
horrible.
I bet I can do this without your help.
That's what you said back then when you were playing blind man's bluff. It took you 3 days to find your way home. And 2 years until you had paid off what you owed me from the bet.
Don't go away. I'll be back soon.
Forget that line. Not even an 8-year-old would buy it.
Non, non. Il est méchant. Bon, réaliste, mais méchant. Ok, donc a priori, niveau poème, on n'est pas au point. Mais je connais quelqu'un qui écrit des poèmes super charmants. Allez, Rufus, prends pas ton temps, c'est long. Non, je me suis trompée de porte encore. C'est juste à côté, c'est là.
Welcome again.
So, when you've got time, I'd really like you to recite some of your poetry.
Well, buckle up then. Here comes the classic now.
Ok.
I am here. There are you. Platty poo.
Wow.
Wow, I suddenly feel so
Inspired? Elated? Moved?
sick. Grab a bus, platypus.
Yes, I will, Ducky Bill.
C'est marrant, ils font des rimes. Du coup, en fait, pour l'instant, on a eu un poème, mais a priori, il est un peu naze. Donc, on va aller voir l'autre poète de la ville, qui lui est un vrai poète, a priori, à savoir Crâne. En plus, il s'appelle Crâne le poète, donc normalement, ça va quand même. Allez, Rufus! Bon, on va lui parler directement.
Knock knock.
You again.
You know quite a bit about poetry, don't you?
I'd be a lousy poet if I didn't.
Was that a yes or a no?
Please don't tell me you need my help with a poem.
I need your help with a poem.
No.
But it's for a lady. And,
Most importantly, it has to come from within you.
isn't it also important that it rhymes? You know, towards the end.
Not necessarily.
And the meter. What about that?
No matter, as long as it comes from the heart. Just give it a try.
Oh.
A junk dealer from Porto Fisco once met a nice girl in a disco. He said, "You have class." But she said, "I'll pass." She thought it too much of a risco.
Not bad at all. It's amusing. The meter works perfectly, and it's even a love story in the broadest sense. Bravo! I think you're ready.
What? But no.
Go get her, Tiger.
I have a feeling he was only trying to get rid of me.
Bon, faut que je récite quelque chose de
Knock,
tellement
knock.
horrible qu'il pourra pas s'empêcher de me corriger.
You again.
I still need your help with that poem.
No, you don't. There's a poet lurking in all of us. Just give it a try.
Here am I, there are you, platypoo.
Say that again?
Here am I, there are you, platypoo.
You can't be serious. That is truly atrocious. The very worst I've ever heard. I wasn't going to admit it, but you really need my help.
Will you give me lessons or something like that?
Heavens, no! I know a lost cause when I see one. There is only one thing that can possibly aid you. It's the oldest trick in the poet's book.
Drugs?
Ghost writing.
That's what I meant.
Here, take this bug.
What on earth for?
Stick it in your ear.
But it's still wiggling.
Don't be such a sissy. Stick it in your ear. Then I can whisper the right words to you during your date.
Cool. Like a secret agent.
Ok. Cette fois, on retourne voir le papounet. J'ai une solution. Alors,
Hey,
t'en es
Dad.
quoi?
What is it now? Can't you see your old man is
Mais t'es
busy?
toujours occupé de toute manière.
I know which words I'll use to impress Goal.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
Too late. I may not be good at waxing eloquent, but I've got this.
What, earwax?
A prompter. The poet will whisper the right words to me.
That poor wretch who lives below me? What could he possibly whisper to you? Must you really play the piano after midnight? Doesn't sound so romantic to me. But it doesn't matter. I found just the right poem.
I'll do it my way.
Oh, the kid wants to stand on his own 2 feet. Almost. As you like it. Why not? I am going to reserve that table. And you take this.
What is it?
It's the invitation for Goal. According to all the rules of etiquette, when she reads this, she will most certainly show up for our date.
My date, you mean?
Exactly. But first, let me give you a few more hints. From father to son.
Wow, that was pretty moving. He even let me borrow a suit. Maybe he's not such a bad guy after all.
Ouais, il est louche quand même. Hein. Waouh. Donc, j'ai supprimé tous les plats. Je suis retournée le voir. J'ai résolu le problème du poème finalement. Il faut que... Bah, j'ai obtenu l'invitation. Il faut que j'invite Goal à déjeuner. Une invitation pour Lady Goal.
What have you got this time?
Well, what do you think? This is an official invitation to a romantic dinner.
Oh, really? This invitation actually meets all the rules of etiquette. Bravo, Rufus. Apparently, I was completely wrong about you. Wait for me later in the old town, all right? I'm looking forward to being able to lay aside a few more prejudices against you and Deponia.
Lay aside certainly sounds great.
Oh, Rufus.
Il est terrible.
Why didn't she show up? Huh. I might have guessed that Dad doesn't know the first thing about women. With his terrific tips, it's a miracle that I exist at all. Romance and flowers, my ass. I'm gonna let him have it. Dad? What's been going on here? Flowers? Champagne? That louse! If this is what it looks like, the old philanderer might as well start digging the grave for his burial at sea. Right.
Eh bah... Ouais, en gros, il faut qu'on comprenne ce qui s'est passé, qu'on retrouve le papounet.
That louse!
Oui, bon, bah ça va, on a compris.
What's this? I need a radio. Why would the old fart need a radio? Unless... Whoa! I don't believe it! First he steals my date, and then my brilliant idea with the prompter. That miserable old dirtbag.
Ah, de ville. Bon, nous, on a un mémo. Vous savez désormais ce qu'on fait quand on a un mémo. Salut, Crane! Crane.
Crane! Crane!
What is it?
I found something! One last
No,
little
don't say it.
memo.
I need a radio. Are you dictating these memos to him?
Don't change the subject, just give me the radio. Why do you have to do this anyway?
I won't say.
Do I have to get a memo that says I need secrets?
Oh, stock market news.
Oh, come on, Crane.
Bon bah merci. Peut-être qu'il faudrait qu'on lui donne une craie pour qu'il puisse se dessiner d'autres trucs. Bon. On va quand même voir... Oh, il y avait un ver de terre. Qui ressemblait un peu au ver de terre de Worms. Et puisque les Worms, de toute manière, sont des vers de terre. Allez, Rufus, s'il te plaît. Ah
That
ouais.
doesn't beat all. Stealing my date from right under my nose. Your own son.
Excuse me? You're Rufus's father?
He seems to think that, but I'm not.
That is totally... Oh,
I took him in when I was still mayor of Kuvak. We found him in the garbage, kicking and screaming. He's a trash baby.
that isn't true.
Examine your feelings, Rufus. I am not your father.
Now you tell me? Have you no decency?
Oh, look who's talking.
Oh, you don't understand. This guy has...
Has what? Standing? Style? A clean suit. You see, unlike you, the captain knows how to treat a lady.
But...
You heard the lady. Do I really need to call an attendant and have you removed by force, kicking and screaming, just like the trash baby that you are?
I'll get you for this.
Oh, has the wind changed? Something smells a bit off.
Just an insignificant little breeze.
All right, so I farted. But that doesn't make him better than me. I am so gonna rain on his parade. I will teach him a lesson so tough that it was dropped from the curriculum of the School of Hard Knocks.
Waouh. Ok, alors. Toi, qui fais les poèmes les plus purs qui soient.
You know about poetry, right?
Sure thing. One of my platypus poems even made it to page 3 of the Platypus Daily.
I see I've come to the right place. Here.
Watch this. Radio?
Oh yeah, you'll need it. It's a romantic matter.
Platypus romance or human romance?
It started.
I have prepared something very special for you. The icing on the cake. A poem in your honor. Okay, here we go. The poem.
Pardon me?
The poem.
Go ahead. That was your cue.
Oh, I've got just the thing.
Give it your all.
You are cuter than a battywuss. You look just like a platypus? Uh-oh. Oh, yuck. What? Hey! What the? Wait!
You were right, Rufus. Seagull is an idiot. It was very noble of you to try and warn me about him. Thank you. I owe you an apology, Rufus. Your foster father may act all sophisticated, but in reality, he is nothing but a subilluminated cerebral pygmy.
Yeah, just without the stripes.
So, what's next on our agenda?
Oh, Well, since you seem to be at one with yourself once again, I suppose we could go ahead with the surgery.
I feel a twinge of regret. I feel so much brighter without my boorish and starry-eyed parts.
Ah, I could get used to the thought of dating 3 goals.
What exactly makes you think this might constitute an adequate contribution to our conversation?
What? It's just that I like every aspect of you, baby.
We had better get on with that surgery. Hand me the cartridges, I'll go on ahead. Meet me in Doc's lab.
She's into me! What's going on here? Janosch?
Psst! I must listen and find out what is going on in there.
Why? What is it that's going on in there? And what are you doing here anyway?
We are putting your concept into practice. What do you think?
My concept?
Yes, you were completely right, of course. You cannot start a revolution by just sitting around doing nothing. Therefore, we are going to actively snatch the cartridges.
Whoa, wait a minute! Those cartridges contain the mind of my girlfriend.
Girlfriend, in your dreams, first off, girl is a functionary of the resistance. So, of course she's going to sacrifice herself for the good cause.
Sacrifice? Are you totally out of your mind?
Unfortunately, another organization has become aware of the Ascension's Codex, or could I say, an organization.
What? Do you mean Donna?
Precisely. The unorganized crime has held up in Doc's lab. They took Doc and girl hostage and are trying to extort free passage. But the revolution doesn't take kindly to extortion. As soon as the clock strikes the full hour, we will system the premises. Actually, there left us disturbing. Liebold and I will hold this position.
What? But that's completely insane.
So it is.
I know these people. They'll stop at nothing. You're just gonna get yourselves killed.
Or me, as it is.
Such is the fate of a freedom fighter, always ready to die for the good cause.
Please, don't act just yet. Maybe I can think of something.
Waouh, et ben c'est-à-dire qu'il se passe pas mal de choses. Mais là, on est déjà à 27 minutes d'épisode, donc on va se laisser. Et la prochaine fois, bah du coup, voyons voir ce petit check. On en est où là? Il y a trop de bazar partout. On a réuni toutes les Gaules. Je suppose que là, c'est réussir à entrer dans le labo, libérer Gaulle, opérer Gaulle à nouveau et aller à Elysium avec Gaulle. Ok, donc on sait ce qu'on doit faire la prochaine fois. Là, il faut qu'on trouve une solution. On va sûrement passer par la porte et puis voir ce qui se passe derrière. J'espère encore une fois que vous avez apprécié cet épisode, que vous continuez à apprécier Deponia et en particulier Chaos and Deponia. Je vous dis pour ma part à la semaine prochaine. Ciao, bye bye!
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks I threw to the lampshades rim borders on Anadon's gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's grass growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices and gosh, now I have to start all over again.
Start all over again.